Hi, I'm Katrina Duncan. I have Gisborne Cycle Tours and also a company called Experience Gisborne. We had great pleasure in pulling together all the tourism operators for this weekend to run the Gisborne Lifestyle Expo, and it was great that Sean and Saran had a fantastic weekend as well, so yeah, fantastic.
My name's Sean Butcher, originally from Auckland, been living in Gisborne for the last 8 or 9 years. This is my wife Saran. We've got 2 young girls, 8 and 6 years old. Plan today is get up to the Riri Rock Slide, have a bit of fun sledding down there, then to Eastwood Hill, have a cruise around there. I believe it's in a Jeep, and then off to a winery for a snack and a few vinos. Back into town, out feeding some stingrays, which we're quite looking forward to, and then to end today is a nice scenic flight around Gisborne.
I've watched people do it before, but I haven't done it before, and really enjoyed it. First time I was a bit nervous, but then I was charging after that. It's good.
Awesome day for it. It's a little bit fresh when you get in at first, but once you get used to it, it was awesome. Bit hard walking up and down the hill, but yeah, no, really good. Highly recommend it. Other kids here at the moment having a great time, so it's awesome. Really cool.
The Arboretum is it's actually the National Arboretum of New Zealand, and it is the largest collection of Northern Hemisphere trees in the Southern Hemisphere. It was set up by a guy called Douglas Cook, who I don't think is related to Captain Cook, but he came back from the war and he admired the trees in Europe, and he was really concerned that there would be a big bomb go off or something terrible happen and the trees would be lost forever. And so he started importing the trees and started planting them on his, I think it's about a 250 hectare block out just beyond Ngātapa near Riri, and it became his passion and his life. He planted most of it naked, although he had a gumboot on and a sun hat, and you can't dig holes without a gumboot. So pretty eccentric guy, and yeah, the place is amazing. The plantings are just incredible, and the curators have built on his collection, and they continue to just to, enlarge the collection and refine it and ensure that it's there for eternity.
Really enjoyed going in the Jeep. It was a bit different. Generally we've walked around here and we've seen a lot more in the Jeep, and it's given me a few more ideas, I guess, to take the kids to different areas so they can have a bit of a play in different trees. I guess we normally go out the front here where there's some pretty flat grass for them to run around and roll down the hills, etc. But out the front over this side there just seems to be a lot more variety where they can muck around in between different types of trees, where there's a lot more overhanging trees and stuff. It was really enjoyable, but would probably walk a bit more as well. But it was good to see different things. It was great.
Go out on our reef today and bring around the two types of rays that we have here. The eagle ray, which is the smaller of the two, shaped like the North Island, hence its name Te Ika Maui, the fish of Maui, and the short-tail stingray, which is the biggest ray in the world, and they get up to 300 plus kg. So those are the two rays. If things go according to plan, they're going to come in. We've got a few guests today, so hopefully we'll get a bit of anxiety happening out there, but it's all pretty cool. So we've got a short walk out here, and by the end of this feed, hopefully they'll all have their hands in the water feeding our animals. But yeah, quite a fun activity for families, old and young. Our season runs from October through to the end of May. Those are our peak months. And those are also the months you get into the summer months, you get all the other reef dwellers like your yellowtail kingfish, your crayfish and so on coming out to participate. So for those people that want a little bit more adrenaline, we also offer a shark cage activity. And so a lot of people want to test the water with the stingrays, soft adventure, and then we take them out into the deep blue water and bring our pelagic sharks, being the blue sharks and marker sharks, we bring those around. Get into the cage which floats on the surface, and these things are literally swimming where you can reach out and touch them if you want. So it's a very cool experience. Very good for people that spend a bit of time in the water and often wonder how they're going to behave around a shark, because you probably won't see one in your lifetime unless you're in the cage, but it's a very cool activity. Anyone that's interested in this activity, you can go to www.divetatapori.com or contact 06868 5153.
picked up in a few minutes and we're going out for a walk. I'm not sure where we're walking from, but we're walking to the McRory car park, and then we're getting met there by Katrina, who I believe is going to drop off a couple of bikes for us, and then we're going to be riding back to town, I assume, for the afternoon, and then to the wine centre this afternoon. So hopefully it's a bit cloudy at the moment. We've had a little bit of rain this morning, but it's supposed to heat up to about sort of 28 degrees today and clear skies, so I'm quite looking forward to it. I enjoy walking and I enjoy riding bikes, so it should be fun. Last night we stayed at the Portside, got upgraded to the penthouse suite, so that was pretty cool. Had a pleasant evening, good sleep after a busy day yesterday, pretty packed schedule. Started off at the eyesight, met Katrina there, and then got given sleds, wetsuits up to the Reary rock slide, had awesome fun at the rock slide, then down to Eastwood Hill, which was good, on a jeep tour through there to parts that we hadn't seen before. From there went to Kirkpatrick Estate Winery for lunch, which was
lovely.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, good platter of food, beautiful wine. And then from there we went out to I think it's called Dive Te Puri, to feed the stingrays, and that exceeded expectation. Like, that was, to me, that was awesome. I don't know what you thought about that, but
Yeah,
it was.
that was pretty cool. I was scared too. I was a bit nervous going out there, but actually when you got in the water with the stingrays, they were such gentle creatures. They were like really awesome.
It was cool. Yeah, good place to take a family too. And then we were fortunate enough to go down to the airport, scenic flight with Air Gisborne, and we actually went out to Te Puri, and we could see the stingrays going back out to sea. And that was pretty cool to be able to see where we'd just been and watching them go back out. A couple of loops around the city, recognising a few friends' houses and seeing how some people live in Gisborne was quite interesting. Landed, and yeah, that was pretty much the end of the day. Come here, check in, went out in town for a meal at the wine centre, and yeah, that was the day. It was awesome. I'm looking forward to today.